Alright, so boys, welcome back to another video. Team of the week investments. For that investments alongside the next promo in FC26, where can you be investing your coins before Black Friday to obviously double your coins. Drop a like, do subscribe, and let's get in the video. Alright, so boys, the first thing I do want to show you is the profit we made in the VIP Discord in the past 24 hours. Investments, flips, alongside easy methods you could have done yourselves to generate easy profits. As you can see on PC, Frimpong 3.4k all the way to 4,300 coins. Ibarbo on console 107 all the way to 119,000 coins. Very good profits on Ibarbo. Alongside Silver Gambia players, I advised to buy them at 200 coins and they went all the way to 1,000 coins. Very good profits on silvers, especially for lower budgets. Algeria silvers 150 to 300 coins. You basically doubled your coins. It's nothing really crazy, but for lower budgets, again, profit is very good. Next up, we do have silvers. I did recommend to buy them and to sell them before the Silver Cup. You can see we said 2,000 coins, decent price. He went all the way to 6,500 coins. Alongside flips on PC, Xavi Simmons 70,000 coins all the way to 76,000 coins. Alongside the Hero Ryback as well on PC, 290 all the way to 333k, 26,000 coins profit per card. Julie on PC 70k all the way to 79k. Alongside on console 246 all the way to 265,000 coins. Silvers again 6.8k on console. He went all the way to 8.2. Another silver 5.7k all the way to 6.8k. Alongside we have obviously another flip. Obviously not every flip actually works. Some you lose coins, some you break even. It's just the market. You're not going to make profit on every single post, but if I do scroll down even more, silvers again 1.2k to 3.8k, 1.2k to 2.5k, 300 coins to 800 coins, 500 coins to 2,000 coins. Alongside we have Peru silvers. I advised to buy these silvers at 200 coins and they went all the way to 1,500 coins, and that profit is incredible, especially for lower budgets. You bought them at 200 coins, you're selling them at 1.5k. That is amazing profits. Team of the weeks, we advised at 11,250. You can pause the video and you can read my advice. 11,250 and they went all the way to 12,500 coins. Once again, very good profits. 86 fodder 5.8k all the way to 6.6. Alongside Odegaard 10k to 11k. The striker from Lyon basically 10,000 coins to 11k. Centre back from Barcelona 13k all the way to 14,500 coins. And again guys, this is the VIP Discord, daily investments, daily flips, daily market updates. If you do want to join, the link will be in the comment section down below. Sometimes we do also get early information, early SBC requirements, alongside early leaks as well. So if you do want to join and benefit of leaks, obviously make sure to join, boys. The link will be in the comment section down below. Feedback channel is in the background. Let's get back to the video and talk about different investments you still can be doing right now. The first investment I do want to mention, and I do think this is a pretty low risk investment. You can't really lose any coins long term with Team of the Weeks, and the reason I like this investment is simple. On Wednesday, we do actually have the usual SBC that should be refreshing every single Wednesday. And what do you need? Obviously, a Team of the Week requirement. So in the hype, Team of the Weeks usually rise anyway. And this is the lowest they've been in a very long time. So I do think Team of the Weeks, very easy to actually win them on bids, on snipes, 10.5, 10,750 in my opinion. I wouldn't say it's a zero risk investment, but I would say the risk is pretty low on Team of the Weeks. So you can use a bidding filter like I'm doing in the background, 10.5, 10,750, click search, and again just bid 10,750, and trust me, you are going to win a lot of the bids. As you can see in the background, I've won over 40 cards, some players even 10.5. so this is the Team of the Week investment. When do you sell? Obviously, in my opinion, I think selling Wednesday before content is 100% the play. The reason is simple: over investment. Every single week, Team of the Weeks drop after content when the SBC actually gets released. So if you do want to be fully safe, Wednesday before content, I would expect them to be anywhere near 11,750 to 12k. So that is the Team of the Week investment. And by the way, make sure you are lazy listing Team of the Weeks, exactly like I'm doing in the background. I'm lazy listing 12,250, 12k, 12,250, 12.5, 12k. And the reason I am lazy listing is simple: in case any cards obviously sell, I go back on the market and I rebuy more, instead of your cards sitting for days on your transfer list, not even selling, not even doing anything. Why not just lazy list? You're going to get probably 5 to 10 sales per day. It's not a lot, but trust me, the profit will add up much quicker. So that's my advice. If you do buy them, 10.5, 10,750, lazy list, 12k, 12,250, 12.5, and eventually you are going to get decent sales. But like I told you, when do you sell them? Before content on Wednesday to be fully safe. And let me show you how really low risk this investment is. You can see Team of the Weeks, quick sell for 10,126 coins. If you pay, for example, 10,750, you're going to lose roughly 600 coins. It's really not the end of the world. You buy 100, you lose 600 coins each. And let's say you have to quick sell because they go to min price, you're going to lose 60k. I know it sounds a lot, but once you have 100 cards, it's really not a lot. And by the way, you're going to lazy list eventually 11.5, 11,750, 12k, break even. It's really not an issue. So I do like Team of the Weeks going into Wednesday, and I do think selling before content is 100% the play. Until then, I'm obviously lazy listing hourly, as you can see in the background. So that is the Team of the Week situation. The next thing I do want to mention will be on Fubin, and that is Team of the Week 9. I have actually mentioned this in the previous video. There is one investment I think could work, and that is Team of the Week Messi. Right now, 110. Yesterday he was 120. He has dropped a little bit more. Do I think he could rise going into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Yes, I do think so. So if you do want to buy a few Messis around 107, 108, 109, should be a decent price. Yes, I told you yesterday, I think around 119. He was around 130 yesterday, as you can see, 130. But obviously he has dropped a little bit since yesterday. So if you can get Messi below 110, I honestly do not mind this investment. Doku, a lot of you keep asking, do we buy Doku? I am staying away. I do think of reinvestment alongside a very weird market rise earlier today. If you did actually watch the video yesterday, I told you Dan James around 650 is a literally zero, again, risk investment going long term for a future Evo. And guess what? Dan James today from 650, he's already doubled in price from 650, as you can see, all the way to 1,200 coins. He actually went all the way to 1.7. So this rise, like I usually tell you, is not normal. So we do probably have a right mid, right wing evolution coming soon, and that is another reason I really do not like Doku. Winger evolution is just not really going to help Doku. So this James, if you do want to gamble, obviously very high risk, because yesterday I told you to buy at 650. Right now he's basically doubled. However, if you do want to gamble and buy 510 Daniel James and see if he rises more, if we do see a winger evolution leaked on Twitter, you could give it a go, but the risk is obviously higher because you're basically paying double. Yesterday we paid 650, now you're paying 1.2. The risk has obviously increased. So if you do want to gamble, try to get around, if possible, 950 to 1k for Dan James and see if we do see a winger evolution obviously soon. Alongside, we do also have Adama Traore from the Premier League, the exact same thing. I do want to show you the graph today. As you can see, he was literally, let me quickly go back, he was literally 650 the whole day, and then boom, from 650 all the way to 1.4. The exact same thing. If you do want to gamble, try to get around 1k flat and hope and pray we do actually see this winger evolution dropping soon. So that is the whole right mid, right wing evolution, and that is two players that have rose a decent amount today. And usually with the lower rated players, you have so much supply. So for them to actually rise, basically double, it tells me a big Discord has probably said buy these two players because we do have a right wing, right mid evolution dropping soon. So if you do want to gamble, you can buy a few and just see where they go. Don't buy 20, 30, 40. The risk is very high. Like I said, 5, 10 players should be okay, and obviously see where they do actually end up. The next player I have mentioned in the previous video as well, Ekitike. He's back down at basically min price. Go on bids, 700 coins, long-term investment, easy investment long-term. He will fit a crazy Evo. Again, I have no idea when. It could be a week, it could be a month, it could be 2 months, it could be 2 days, it could be, again, 5 days. Like I told you, I have literally zero idea, but all I can tell you is simple. Eventually, he's going to fit another Evo, and last time he got leaked to fit an evolution. You can see he went all the way to 4,200 coins. I wouldn't really expect a similar rise, but I would expect similar with Dan James, maybe a double from 750 to 1.5. That is, in my opinion, a pretty realistic rise. Some other players, obviously, you could have the centre-back from Barcelona. I told you in the previous video as well. Try to get him 750, 800, 850 open bids, snipes, long-term investment, centre-back evolution, right-back evolution should work. And again, pretty low risk investment. Alongside Barcola, the exact same thing. He's basically for that price. Pretty low risk in my opinion. Doué from PSG, I absolutely love this investment long term. With Black Friday around the corner, I would expect us to move to 85 rated evolutions, and once we do see a right mid, right wing, again left wing, etc. evolution, this Doué has potential to rise very nicely. Right now it's for the price, but obviously if 85s drop below 3k, Doué is probably going to drop below 3k. So don't go crazy, because I do think this Doué can 100% drop more, but I do think long term this card will rise very nicely. Again, striker from Man City, Marmoush, right now is worth 2.1. Try to get him as close as you can to fodder price, and fodder price for 84s is roughly around, let me quickly have a look. 84s are worth 1.2. Obviously, Marmoush is a little bit more expensive, but if you can get him around 1.5, 1.6, should also be a pretty easy investment long term. Frimpong, as you know, he did actually fit an Evo, again, I think it was a few days ago. He's back down at 1.4. Risk is pretty low. Try to get him as close as you can to 1k, 1.1, 1.2. Should also work long term. And those investments, guys, there is no actual sell time. I don't actually know any dates, but I can tell you 100%. Every card I have mentioned will probably double in price eventually with a crazy evolution hype. So if you do want to buy 2, 3, 4, 5 players each, send them to the club. Alongside, send a few to the transfer list and have a few on your transfer targets. Honestly, I do like that long-term investment. And overall, boys, do you buy teams? Do you sell teams? Before, again, on Friday, we do actually have the FC live promo. So personally, I'm going to stay away from making any teams. If you do want to build teams, do that obviously Friday after content. We have mentioned team of the week's pretty low risk in my opinion, 10.5, 10,750 should work very nicely. Sell time Wednesday before content. Messi we have mentioned, Doku we have mentioned. If you do have any more questions about, again, market, when to build teams, when to sell teams, investments, flips, obviously, comment section down below. Drop a like, do subscribe, and I will see you boys tomorrow with another video.